ready.
Welcome, everybody, to round 3 of AWC. I'm your host, VIP Primo, and today we are at the awesome Laguna Seca proper. This is a remake of the infamous Laguna Seca track, and to be honest, it is just as hard as any other track out there that tries to recreate these real races. It's very technical. There's some tricky turns that are involved here, but on the whole, it's a very, straightforward track. There's no tricks, no nothing that's going to keep a person down. So it's going to be a good race today. Practice was kind of weird. Death Perception was having some difficulties, whereas Sneaky and Montana finding cars that would fall under par. So we had two guys at the end that kind of got backed up into the back positions because they ended up going too slow. Currently, points leader is Death Perception, but he is, as you can see, way back in the pack here. Shaney Boy is next with 14 points and tied with Team Chris. And look who we have, 2 and 3. Team Chris, Shaney, and then after that is Rounds of Taves with 10 points. Funky Your Expert last week actually got deducted a point for spending too much time on the curves and causing some situations out there. One of the big things that we had was coming in first and breaking par was going to be one of those things that you get penalized for. So he did that. So we're in the last corner here. These guys are going to go full speed now. Oh, sorry, we got 2 more turns here, so we're going to go around this turn. Then right up here is going to be the last area here. Montana's going to keep everybody nice and stacked in. Rhymes and Andrew want to keep tight up, so there they go. They're going to get some speed coming up into this first. And right up there is a start position. And we are go. Congratulations. Welcome to round 3. So, again, the par time for this race is 1:33. Death Perception is going to have to find a way to get back to the position he's at right now. Already into it. Sneaky. The Death has already moved. He's already in the third place position, taking the water from Team Chris right now. Montana still keeping his position up. Remember, the first lap is usually the one that's kind of a determiner. Since the par time didn't really cover that first lap, a lot of people will try to make all their timing in that first lap. It's one of the things we wanted to do kind of with the parade lap is say that, people can't change their positions or whatnot. But it's something we always work on with these to make them so that they're more competitive to race, that they're easier to race, that they're, closer. One of the things is we really had fire in a bottle when it came to our first championship because we had so many lead changes. Everybody was tight packed, even with 9 to 10 cars. We ended up having a pack of cars that was always tight together. So it was always a good race, and it's something that everybody enjoyed. So we really tried to work for getting that. I think we pretty much got as close as we're going to get with the way the point standings are now, especially with people that are, if you're going over par, obviously you're going to get drop positions and people get moved up, which is something big. But it looks like there's Death Perception's fourth position. He's doing his best to kind of to keep his area down. Montana, who only has 1 point in the standings today, has a lot to make up for. But he's right now got himself into a little bit of a fight in that first place position with Shaney Boy taking over right now. Team Chris in a solid third position right now. But Death Perception is going to eke his way up. And I'm going to go back to Sneaky real quick, because he's got an interesting battle going on here with Death. Got rear-ended early. And he's already taken that position away. So we got a nice little pack going on here. This is good because it's a little bit easier. Team Chris getting a little bit outside the line there. That's okay. There's the other problem with this track. I'm hoping that it gets fixed down the road. Is there's actually a tree in the track. I don't know if it was there before or if it came in later. But it's something that players either like to avoid. It's not destructive to anybody. You can't run through it. It does give a little bit of a downplay to it. But that thing is, it's not too bad. So it's something that we didn't even worry about leaving in. But yeah, I don't make the tracks. We just race them. So we introduce them to people to new tracks. That front pack right up here with Sneaky is moving up. So he's they're making a fight here. Look, we have a position change here. Team Chris moving in. Something happened on that last little turn right there with Montana that he wasn't able to get enough speed. I've had that same problem happen with me. You just put too much brake into it, and somebody ends up taking that position away. So that puts Shaney in a solid lead position right here, which is where he wants to be. So let's go look and see what we got for lap times right now. I already have Sneaky broken par with the 132. So that would explain why he's moving up. And currently we have 133. So the 133 7.92 is going to be the, which is Team Chris, is going to be the one that's going to be best lap for now. So Montana's in here, still putting up a fight. Shaney's got a lot of leeway up there. See, that's the trick with the way the part-time system is. It's kind of like playing The Price is Right. You want to get as close to that number without going over. And then that's the way to make the most amount of the time. It's not as easy as it sounds, especially when it comes to GTA physics. It comes to timing things. These problems happen all the time where you think that, like, I've ran laps and it said 33 on the screen, but when I got to the end of it, it said 32. So you have to really kind of get used to where your car is finishing and hold that position down. So let's see what we got here. So there's the 33s. Those guys in the back are definitely going to have to push some times up. Let's see where Death, I'm going to look at that again, see where Death is. Death of that 134 is just really, it's killing him next to last place there. And I think he took two. His car was running hard early, and then he ended up taking out power to it because he wanted to get, up front in case stay under par with the car. He's having issues with it, and I think it ended up hurting him too. He took just a little bit too much off of it, and that's going to hurt him for those lead points because right now he had best last time he had the pole position, and he did really good in the standings. So he ended up 1 point ahead of everybody, but he's bleeding off points right now that he can't afford, while Shaney and Team Chris up here once again dominating that top position. Shaney's got a good solid lead, but Montana here is knocking knocking on Team Chris's door here. But yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell icon. Don't miss any of these races. These races are amazing. It's so much fun to put them together. This was something, again, that Sneaky Giraffe put together for Atomic World Challenge. Something that we've been in the works for a very long time. You can see Shaney there was going a little bit too fast. Did he drop? No, we still only got that one Sneaky Giraffe lap. But yeah, Sneaky. And Sneaky just said, he thinks it was a 32, and I think he knows now that his lap time was a little bit over. But yeah, we don't want you to miss any of these. There's a lot of fun putting them together. Sneaky is, like you said, put this all stuff. He was the one that kind of orchestrated what AWC was. And then we took a lot of the ruling things and just continued to make it better and better. So, and SAS Montana, in case you're wondering, yeah, I do actually die wanting to tell these guys exactly what their times are and how far they've screwed up. But I don't get to, because that way it'll change things. People continue to fight for that par time position when they don't know, and then they'll say, well, I'm on that 132, so I don't want to lose that position. And that's the other thing, is look at the pack that we have. Everybody's staying under that position. It looks like here, wow, he's coming up on Shaney here. The question is does he have time to make it Team Chris is there. Montana's there. Montana's got to get used to that last turn right there. I think that's where his turn is. It looks... Dude, this was... Oh, Team Chris moving in on that edge right there. Team Chris takes over that first position. Montana into the position. Oh, look at these 133s. Montana with a 133.185. So far he's got pole position and best lap. So he's going to get 2 bonus points today if he can hold on to that. But Shaney is not one to let things lie. It just looks like Montana just has a little bit on the back end that he can't make that race work. Sneaky back there, just kind of sneaking up on him. But he's got a lot of room to wait. These guys have really put themselves in a position where they're going to tighten up the front ranks here, and these guys are fighting it out. Now, this will be, I mean, there's no way there can't be some sort of tiebreaker for second and third. With Death Perception being back where he is, that's probably going to drop him out of the first position. Hopefully he can make that up. Montana, with the 1 point that he's had, he missed the first race because of his work schedule, is looking to basically pull something out here. He's been a strong racer since day one. He's been with us for a long time. It was funny, I checked. I can't remember the exact date, but it was very, very early in the schedule that we got Montana to come on and do race with us. And he was strong from the get-go. He actually, I think, won his, at least not the first race. He probably won his second or third race. And just had he was one of those guys that came in and was solid running laps over and over again, so it made it really, really good to have somebody that was just sitting in the position and ran the part-time over and over. Oh, Team Chris way out. Gonna lose that position down to, oh, back with Sneaky. She's banging fenders with him. She wants it. Gonna move right up on Montana. They're just trying to crush him, but got stuck. Stuck in that position. She's got a lot of leg here. It's funny, like you look at it for a second, it looks like Team Chris has like got a ton of speed on Montana, but then he cut back and then there's still that solid position. They have the same car, so that's going to leave it. Sneaky is just pushing. There's going to be a little bit of fighting back there. What am I doing? I'm going to move back to Sneaky. I'm going to see this real fight here we got going on. Oh, there you go. Sneaky has been a little bit slippery in there, but he's going to land back in his position. There comes Rhymes. Ooh, going to get tight up there. Rhymes moving up on Sneaky as well. Making up a ton of time with this Comet. A good, solid, strong car, that Comet. I love that car. Love seeing it come in from race to race. A lot of these cars, they have to take off a lot of modifications to the car to make sure that they can race and make par. So you may be seeing a car in here and saying, hey, why is that car not faster than the other car? It's because they're made to meet these certain tolerances and speeds, and based on the driver themselves, what they feel comfortable with, so that they can, drive this race in a solid way and not be overpowered. As we come around right now, we have literally a nice little four-way tag team going on here about who wants this top position. So far, Team Chris has been a contingent for it. Montana, who had the pole position, had it, lost it early, and is now once again back up fighting for it with Shaney. And he is just knocking on his door. I almost wonder if he's just holding back. Like if he's like, I want it, but I don't really know if I want to take it right yet. This is such a tricky turn here. You can say you actually get a little bit airborne. You have to get off the gas there and just kind of let it float through the corner. And then right when you're under load at the bottom of the hill, just gas it. And it gives you a big boost. It's very tough, especially with GTA physics, to get that turn right in a way that you're not going to be too fast with it or not too slow. This has been a problem turn for, there you go, Sneaky moving up. And he's going to move up on Montana. Let's see if he ended up doing Sneaky with 132. Look at this. So Sneaky is already saying he's just sending it. Now he think he's aware of it, so he's like I'm going for it. So if he ends up going in that first position there, he's going to end up losing an extra point. So he's probably going to have to stay in second, and hopefully it'll drop him back. It'll basically drop him back to third. So look at this. This has become a fight and a half. Team Chris isn't waiting. Montana's dropped back. They have got a little train going on here. And this is going to become battle to the end. Oh, hard on the brakes. Coming around. We're getting into the last area here. Shaney's like, he's going to be bullying. That's the finish line right up there. Yeah, he's got it. Sneaky took the first position. So there's Andrew rolling in at the last second. Amazing race today. Fighting it up to the very last. I can't believe how it ended up. Death Perception just not doing it for his day. He's actually going to be able to finish on time? Probably not. But thank you guys for tuning in. It's been a great night tonight. Yeah, he did make it over the line in time. Remember, we do this every Wednesday, but we do our show on every Sunday at noon. Dial it in. We'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great day. We'll see you on round 4. Bye.